Measures of success vary from organisation to organisation and business to business, but success anywhere will be affected by quality, cost and timescales. Focus on these metrics results in increasing pressure on workers to do more, better and quicker, yet often this increase in demand is not matched by supporting tools and information, leaving the worker uncertain about what to do. This creates a hidden factory in the organisation that will cost the business dear. A hidden factory is a concept that gave rise to total quality management, and it is a collection of the things that are happening that should not or need not happen in your organisation. And it can have a staggering negative impact on cost, time and quality. Using Menntor, you can have web apps for all your business processes, so you can tackle the hidden factory to reduce costs, improve quality and ensure things get done in a timely manner. Menntor web apps deliver precise instruction on what to do, meaning no more wasted time reading the manual. All necessary content, such as sample documents, forms and checklists, are automatically available, meaning you don't waste time searching for stuff. It comes to you when you need it. Because the Menntor web app provides everything you need to complete the task at hand, there is no need to interrupt a colleague to ask for help, which in turn means you avoid the collective debates that often arise from someone being unsure about what to do. The time being saved soon adds up. Because the Menntor web app ensures you have everything you need, you'll no longer be making the educated guess or spending time trying to figure it out. So you'll avoid making mistakes that lead to frustration for all concerned, as well as wasting resources such as time, effort and cost to correct or recover. Because the Menntor web app provides you with all the available options, you can be sure of making the right choice, avoiding more wasted time. And because the Menntor web app helps you avoid wasting time, you have a better chance of meeting deadlines. Menntor web apps deliver all the correct and up-to-date content such as instruction on how to do the task, FAQs relating to the activity and process, forms, checklists and other relevant content at the time and place it is required, time and time again. This means your training costs can be reduced, and this also means you can expect lead time to new starter full productivity to reduce as well. Menntor web apps can be easily modified, allowing you to change content including the forms and checklists, without the costs usually associated with change management. Menntor web apps always deliver the current version of content. Menntor web apps will help you tackle the hidden factory in your organisation, which means you can reduce costs, save time and improve quality. Let's take a look at a web app in action. Fred wants to claim some expenses. There's a Menntor for that. The current version of the expense form is presented in the browser, along with instructions for completing and submitting the form. As information is being added, the Save button ensures progress is secured. Checking off instructions helps to track progress and provides good audit information. Additional content can be attached to the steps in the process and can be accessed quickly and easily by shortcuts in the instructions. In this case, a copy of the company expenses policy. Any content that is relevant and appropriate to the task in hand can be included in a process step to help the user. Each step can also have its own set of FAQs to provide answers to the most common questions that arise when someone is undertaking this activity. Returning to the form, each item to be claimed is added with indications of receipt availability and whether VAT is applicable, with relevant calculations being done automatically. Where a receipt is available, a shortcut in the instructions enables it to be attached to the process easily and quickly. The Add Another button allows for unlimited numbers of entries to be added to the form. with the form totals being updated accordingly. Any advance repayment is added with the balance due adjusted as appropriate. As long as the Save button is used, the browser can be closed and the user may return to this step to continue adding information as many times as required. Control of the process remains with this user until the form is submitted. Once the form is completed and submitted, the route through the process can be chosen according to what is now required. In this case, Fred elects to have the form checked by Hannah. The shortcut in the instructions provides a default email, which the user could alter, but in this case it says all that needs to be said, so Fred simply identifies who will receive the action and clicks Send. He can now get on with something else. Hannah receives the action placed by email. The email includes a link which takes Hannah directly to the relevant step in the process for her to complete the checking activity. This step has its own instructions specific to checking of expenses claim forms. Following the instructions, Hannah checks the content of the form. Seeing there is a receipt for the first item, she expands a set of nested instructions that direct her on how to locate the receipt. Opening the Documents bar, she finds and displays the receipt for the train journey. Users can attach any content to a Menntor instance in the same way this receipt was attached, and the security level feature ensures the content is safe and available only to those with necessary clearance. Once she has finished viewing attached content, Hannah closes the viewer and the Documents bar and returns to the form, updating the entries with the project code, checking off the instructions, and collapsing the set of nested instructions previously expanded. Nested instructions are a convenient way of providing details that may be used occasionally without cluttering the instructions panel. Adding her details to the Totals tab indicates Hannah has checked the form, after which it can be submitted and the process route and next activity can be selected via the instruction shortcuts. In this case, Hannah requests John approve the claim. John will receive an email with a link to the approval step, and once approved, the claim will transfer to Harry, who will manage the payment process, after which he will transfer the claim back to Fred. The default email Fred receives will include confirmation of the payment and amounts, as well as a link back into the process. A detailed audit trail is available throughout the process, showing exactly who did what and when, down to the individual documents being opened, links to other web pages being used, and instructions being checked off. The audit files can be exported for analytics or compliance evidence purposes. Templates can also be included to be used as reports or correspondence, for example. Here, Fred is able to produce a more traditional looking expenses claim with the data he entered back in the first step of the process being output in this report. He may choose to save it to disk or even print it for his own records. On concluding the claim process, another aspect of the audit trail is available which clearly plots the route this instance of the claims process took. Each completed process instance is secured with all its content, audit information, and impression of the form at each save or submit point, so a perfect record of the process activity can be reproduced when required to provide evidence of exactly what happened and when. Using Menntor, you can create and run web apps for any or all of your business processes, large or small, simple or complex, ensuring your staff have all the latest versions of everything they need to be able to complete actions and activities quickly, easily and accurately. Your staff will find things much easier to do without the blindfold, and with Menntor web apps available to them, they will be able to complete tasks at work much easier, much quicker and with much more accuracy, because Menntor web apps deliver all the relevant and appropriate content that you need when you need it to get the job done.